So I'll show you, turn you around and show you what my plan is for now. Plan is to get all these studs in all across here. All the studs have got to be put in. Pretty much good. There's 3 lots here, 3 lots there. You got it, lots and lots of them. But there's also something else I can be doing. If you look on some of these joists here, you can see that it is slightly proud here. You see that there? That's slightly proud. And that gives, I'll show you if I can get a better angle. You see it's slightly proud. This timber is slightly bigger than the other timbers. So what I've got to do, I've got to get a Robanik, which is a plane, electric plane, and just knock that off there. Because what happens is the wall's going to go on there eventually, and when the wall goes on, you've got to get like this. Guess what's going to come through there? All the air. It's going to be insulated, but all the air will come through there. As you can see, I'll show you now the level. You can see we're dead on level there. I'll show you. We're dead on level, and the other way as well probably is, yep, is dead on level as well. So we're okay, but I have to take that off there. I have to take that off there. Otherwise it's a problem. And anywhere else that this has happened as well. There's one over here I've already took mental note of, where I've put in these already. There's one there, look, has to have a little bit shaved off, and there, a little bit shaved off. Nothing serious, but it all has to be done, all these little jobs. So I'm not short of work while I'm here. There's all that's going on. Once that's done and all the studs are all in, then I can get on with building the walls. But for now, I'm not going to do the, well, I could make the basic frames of the walls, but I can't put in the diagonal bracing. I can't put the header bracing in, anything like that. So I've got to, I really need that circular saw to arrive. Anyway, it's late in the evening now, and I'm going to do a little bit more, and then I'm going to clear off. I'll show you the Robanik, the electric plane. That's the Soviet one that's going to bring out now, and just knock those edges off there while I'm here. I'll give you a look at that. So this is the old Soviet era plane. It's a bit like modern ones. You've got the same thing on there to raise or lower the blade, and a depth gauge. And you've got a blower on this so it doesn't blow it in your face, so you can change the thing. It doesn't seem to work very well, but the quality of this thing is unbelievable. Much better than anything. Even proper professional tools is much better. It's much easier blade. You just take the blade out, sharpen it, put it back in again. Double sided as well. So, and then just to get older still. So very good tool. Will recommend buying all the tools if you can get them. The quality is unbelievable compared to today. Even the top brands are made in China, and they're not got the quality that this kind of stuff has. So I'll give you a whirl. That's it, all done. So I've one more over there to do, and that'll be it. And of course, you've guessed it, if you've done anything like that, next thing is the old antiseptic. Anything with an open timber is susceptible to mould growth, and you don't want that on your brand new house you've just built. Just wanted to take a moment to talk about measuring of studs. So really, you could say, well, measure across there, and we've got what, 2.5. Then if you look at the end, we've got 52.3, 3mm difference. So what that is this movement in this board. So if you were to measure from, if that was this way, it's 52.3 in fact. We get 51. So that's 13mm difference. If you push it that way, you get almost 64. So always measure from one end. Both ends should be the same if you do it correctly. Measure from one end so that it's all level all the way through. Otherwise you're going to be putting stuff into your ball together like this. There's an example. If I was to measure in the middle, say, this one is cut 52.3mm. You look at the difference. There's a massive gap in there. Look at that. So you measure from the end, pull that towards you. Then you've got a nice, straight formwork. You studs are in the right spot. Oh, well, that's not in the right space. So a quick look at where I'm putting the studs here. As you can, I don't know if you can see this, how good this is on camera, but where that nail is, that is the dead centre of the wall. This is a 10cm wall. It's the toilet wall, and it's just a dividing wall. So it's in the dead centre there. So each stud is either side of the centre. So as you can see on the line, it goes along there. Get up here a bit. So it goes along the line of the wall, in the centre of the wall, down that there. And that is a firewall. I know it's only a toilet wall, but it's a firewall as well. And on the other side is the other side of the wall. So that's toilet in the middle and corridor. You've got a firewall either side. Now I need to put there are studs down the centre of that, roughly where that middle one is there on the end, down to here. And that'll be that completed basically. There's a few pieces to go in there where the wall is. Other than that, it's basically set up now and very simple. You can see where the walls are going to go. You can see the dividing wall between the bathroom and whatever. So it's all looking good anyway. Hello YouTubers, well this is the end of day 7, another long day. I'll show you what I've done, what I've accomplished, and then that's it for the night. I've had enough. So as you can see, a lot of changes in this. I've now got the studs in down this line, all down there. I've got the extra pieces in there. I've got half the studs in over there. I've got most of the little bits of studs as well in there, and some more over here. So this, all's left on this tomorrow is there is one extra piece to go in there, and I'll put a couple of studs in there just to keep it in place, and the studs across there, not many. So that's what we're talking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 little bits in here and 3 little bits in there, and that'll be it. So that'll be done tomorrow, and straight after that's finished, then all this stuff, all this Dimofka, has to move across to there, and that will be that's then ready for the wall to go up, walls to go up, and while that's over there, then I can do these studs in this side. So that's the plan tomorrow, is to get that side finished up and get all this stuff over there, and then we'll see what time's like for starting on this side here. But so far so good, and with this side here is much easier. There's no strange walls to go in. It's basically squares. It's just 3 rows of studs, 3 rows of studs, 3 rows of studs. There's nothing here. This is the kind of awkward bit where you've got we've got the toilet there, you got the bathroom, and you got a wall coming down there, which is the bathroom, and then the walk-in wardrobe, garderobe, and then you've got a corridor here, and major. So yeah, it's just a bit of faffing about getting it right, but it's just a case of following the plan. There's nothing too complex about it. It's just follow the plan along, and everything works well. I think I checked this morning. I thought I'd gone a bit doolally and got something wrong. I thought I'd put an extra meter in somewhere. I don't know why I hadn't had coffee this morning, and it turns out that that's the centre there, and we're actually 4 mil off, so it's not bad at all. I mean, 4 mil, you can't even count it, can you? It's like bending the wood kind of thing. But anyway, that's the end of day 7. I'll see you tomorrow bright and early for day 8. On YouTube, this is day 8, and done a little bit of remedial work, installed a bit of a solar panel system in so we can get a 12 volt fridge working, so I'll show you that quickly. There's one 12 volt, one 50 watt panel up there, and then inside the Vatovka we have got one 200 amp battery that was used before, and 12 volt fridge, mini fridge. On the wall we've got the old Chinese solar controller, and that's good enough to run the security cameras, although we don't really need them here, but we've got them. So that's what I've been up to this morning, and now it's on to the foundation. Well, that's it folks. This section of the flooring and studs are in. As you can see, it's all had a second coat of spray, and what the task is a lot of fiddly bits. You can see here a lot of fiddly bits in there, and here where walls are going to go, so lots of tiny cutting and lots of measuring. And up here as well, same thing, a lot of fiddly bits. So next, it's a task and a half, that's all. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for an easy bit next and do the master bedroom. The master bedroom has only one extra laggy to put in, and then it's plain sailing for that. It's straight studs all across it, very easy, very simple, very little, well, apart from measuring actual studs, they all should be roughly the same size, so very easy one. So hopefully this is day 8, and hopefully it's been rain tomorrow, so I'll probably not get it done tomorrow, but I'll see what I can do today, what's left of the time now, and the rest of it's plain sailing really. This bit here behind me, what I'm stood on, is also very complex. There's a corridor and all sorts going in there, so that's another one that's a difficult one to do. So for now, I want to move all this stuff, decking, well it's not decking, it's just dim-off because it's laid down, all that over to there, and that one's closed up and I can forget about that one for now, and thank God. So only moving that stuff over there. I'll see you a lot in a bit. Well, it's supposed to be a massive rain tomorrow, so I've got that timber covered up, and I've got that covered up, and I've got that covered up, and I've got the tools covered up, and the electric covered up, everything covered up, and I'll show you how it looks now. So I did shift this Domofka, that were over here. Now that's completed, that's there over there, a nice flat platform. I can walk over there, it's safe. So this is a beautiful. Now of course they're not in their proper places yet, because obviously there's a wall going to go in right there, up there, so these are going to be moved back a bit, and of course we'll left space there for the first wall, so these will be moved back here. Once that's finished, it won't be tomorrow with the rain, but the day after tomorrow, these will be moved into there a little bit, and then that'll all be put planks on as well to make a nice platform. This is a beautiful, this is a great way of doing stuff, because like it's safe, you're not going to fall through it or anything like that, and it's lovely and flat, so you build your wall directly on this and then raise the wall, flip them up into position, so it's a nice safe place to do it, anything. So you put like 2 planks down or 3 planks down or something, and what, like I did over there, chances are you're going to, while you're trying to raise the wall, slip to one side and go through it. I know it's only like, it's actually, the piles are 60, and then you got 20 for the Biaska, which makes it 80, and then 15, so almost a metre. And if you fall a metre, it doesn't sound a lot, but blooming heck it hurts if you fall through it, so not a wise move. Then apart from that, this is now ready for the studs on the next rain-free day. It should be day after. Actually, tomorrow's the last day of rain. It's forecasting for like 2 weeks of pure sunshine. So, in that 2 weeks, I'm expecting to get all of these studs in, and well, if not all the walls up, a good bit of the walls up. So, yeah, that's how it looks so far. It's all looking good, and there we go. I can give you an idea of the size of the place from above. That's the kind of size of the property. So we've got 14 metres that way, 9 up there, then you lose a bit, and then you gain a bit up here. In fact, I think that's 8 actually. Then this is 9, and then down this bit here is 9 as well. So that's the kind of size, 14 by 9 roughly. So yeah, it's starting to take shape very well. I am very happy with progress, slow though it may be, but I know there's people out there who say that, you know, you can do it a lot faster. You're absolutely right, but I'm on my own, and when you're on your own, it takes time, it takes effort. You're measuring all the time, you've got to measure, come back and fetch stuff. You know, it's okay saying YouTube videos where they're putting it up in, built a house in 3 days, and they're only showing you the nice bits, aren't they? You know, they're not showing you the whole thing. I'm showing the whole thing here without any lies, without any waffle about how quick you can do it. It takes time, there is no doubt about it. If this was a brigade of 3, a group of 3 builders, this I would expect to put up in about 6 weeks with the roof as well. On my own, I'm expecting, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I was sort of planning 3 months of work on this on my own. That's the frame and the roof, and then everything else comes on after. The actual wall finish, the siding is very, very fast. That's really easy, that stuff. This is the kind of complex bit. You've got to get the studs in the right places for the walls to go into the right places and all that. So this is slow work. Anyway, that's the end of day 8, and I will see you on, well, it's not tomorrow because it's raining tomorrow, so tomorrow is a day of go to town and do a bit of admin, get some bits and pieces. But I'll see you on day 9, or working day 9, building day 9, the day after tomorrow. Okay, see you then. And as you can see, full sun, and it's predicted to be good weather for the next week or 2, so at last get on with it. So yesterday we did a lot, went and saw some friends, blah blah blah. So I'll turn you around and show you what the plan is today. So my plan today is to get these studs in right along here. I'm going all the way across the whole foundation, so going from here, following this line all the way down there. As you can see, I've got a line in all the way, and it goes all the way right down here, so go all the way down here. Quite a lot to do. All the way up there, if you like. Quite a lot of studs to do today. And then once that's done, a row in here that goes along that line there. So plenty of studs. Basically you want them roughly not every metre, but not far off a metre. Obviously your architect will give you the exact dimensions of where it's to go, but there you go. So that's for today. Well, that's that bit, folks. It's done. You can see all the way up there. I'll take you on a little trip up the Pinamishka. So you can see up there. Oop. I'm going all the way up. And all these are in as well now. This side hasn't finished yet. There's a few bits to go in there, 2 bits to go in there, and then a whole row down there, so that's the next side of it. All the way up, all finished, and all the way up. And that's it. I can take my eye off now and fix it over to the next side. There we go. That's it, folks, we're done. It's all done on this side, everything's done, all the studs are in, so that's what it looks like when they're all in. So I can show you here. There we go, all the way up there, all in, all finished, and that bit over there as well, all done. So tomorrow the plan is, I didn't get it finished up, I thought I might get it finished today, but it was so hot I retreated for a while, had a little nap. So the plan is tomorrow is this 2 rows here. I think it's going to be 2 rows here, of studs to go in. That shouldn't take too long, there's not much going on there really, it's very simple. And then over to there, there's 2 rows to go in over there as well. And that'll be it, so basically 4 rows left tomorrow. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of work climbing in and out the foundation, measuring each one, blah blah blah, but the result is good. You see it's all sprayed up, and there we go. It looks very complex, but it's not. It's all very simple. I will put a photo of the actual plan of this in the video somewhere along the line. But anyway, that's it for today. Turn you around. So that's it for today. Sun's going down over there, you can see, and long day, so get this done, get the tools packed up and covered up tonight, and then a rest, and then tomorrow on with this bit here, and hopefully with a bit of luck I'll have this completely wrapped up tomorrow. I'm sort of thinking that way. It was very, very hot today, and this is directly under sun. This house faces directly south, and because of that you get the sun from morning till night, and it was a hot day today, so it's like just whew, I was getting cooked for a while there, so I had to retreat. But anyway, there's the sun going down in the evening. Beautiful, beautiful. Have a good day, see you tomorrow. Morning YouTubers. So this is working day 10 of the build, of season 2 there is, and I'll turn you around and show you what I've got planned for today. The sun's up, it's a lovely day, and hopefully I'll get this flooring finished at last. Okay, so this is yesterday. That was all finished up. Well, this here is finished up, and I put the boards there now as a platform to work on, and I sprayed it again last night. And so today is, I've already moved this from this side, if you remember, go back here. If you remember yesterday this was all covered up, and now it's opened up ready for the studs to go in. So what I've got to do today, there's also a bit here as well I haven't opened up yet, but I need something to walk on. So the plan is that 2 rows of studs are going to go in over there, and then 2 rows in this bit here. I think there's 2 rows, maybe 3, I'm not sure. But that also, because of the way this is built, and I'm just bouncing here, and because we've got the terrace here, we haven't got the full width like over there, so it turns out there's a smaller piece here. But that span, I would be tempted not to put any studs in there, but because this is only fixed at two ends, one end over there and one end over here, there is nothing to stop the boards twisting in the middle, so it has to have a row of studs in there. So unfortunately it's one of them things. So a row of studs will go in from there all the way to there. I'll put them all the way across, and then once that's finished, there's a little bit of stud in here to do where the walls are going to go. That has to go in, and then turn you around, and then on this side there's probably going to be 2 or 3 rows in there as well. So quite a bit to do today, but I'm hoping with a bit of luck I'll get it all done. So gonna get on with it. I'll put you into fast forward mode as ever. Tubers getting attacked by mozzies and mushki, so midges. So been a long day. I thought I'd have it finished today, but I had a little bit left over. It was so hot today, it was unbelievable. So I took a break from it and did some clearing of the forest behind me for a while it was very hot in the shade. So I thought I'd do some of that. Needs doing, and but anyway, I'll turn you around and show you what the progress is. So all this is done, all that row's in now, and that row as well is all in, all the way up. So if you look back here, this is all finished. So if I go to the corner of the building, which is here, you can see I've got a big place here to build, and that off there is almost completed. There is just a few more to go in, and they are gonna go right in there tomorrow morning. So that's tomorrow morning. It's just a few to go in. Get it a bit closer. So just this lot here to go in, where that green line, where that green pipe is. Well, just a bit to the right there, but anyway, in there is the last few to go in, and then that will be it for the flooring. All the pieces are in, everything's done. So all the piramishka, which is studs, are all in. So tomorrow I'm planning, and the new sort has arrived. I've got to go and collect it tomorrow at the post office. So that's only a 5-minute job, so do that in the morning, then come back, finish off this tomorrow, and then tomorrow is day 11 of work days, and tomorrow I'm planning on starting the first walls, which are going to go right there. Planning is to do that wall there, so I can show you that wall there, and this wall along here. That's the first 4 walls are going to go in, and then once they're done, all these boards will be moved over to there, that side, and then we carry on up there. The plan is to leave this completely open, so these boards will have to be moved and restacked somewhere. Motorbike going past, noisy bleeder. Sound like a bloody rally. Anyway, so all these boards have to be stacked somewhere else, because in the winter, obviously snow and rain and all the rest of it, I don't want anything covered up. I want it all open so that nothing can grow mould on it. And it won't when it gets to very cold anyway, but snow will land on this obviously, and then it will melt, and then it'll snow again, and it'll melt again, it'll all dribble off. I want it to be open so that nothing stays on there and nothing goes mouldy. It shouldn't anyway, but anyway, just to make sure. So anything that's left over, any especially all these Dimofka, there's a lot of them over there, as you can see. They'll all be probably brought into here off the ground and stacked in here somewhere in a space, and then they'll be ready for the next bit of the build. Not sure how far I'll get here. I really wanted different material for the front window there, because it's a very precise cut there, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how far we get with the timber I've got. Don't know if I've got enough, but we'll see. YouTubers, so we're on day 11, and this is the last day of the flooring. I've got 6 pieces or so to put into the floor studs, and that is it. And then we are on to the walls, which I shall be doing this afternoon, which you'll see in the next video if you're following the series. So I'll see you later. That's the last lot in there now, as you've seen in the fast forwarded video. This would have been a lot quicker if I'd have had another person, or even 2 people. Obviously one person that's putting the studs in would stay on the ground below and make it easier to put the studs in, just pop along from one to the other, and then one person would be cutting, another person fetching. So you always with gangs of 3 in this type of work. But I'm on my own, so I have put them in from above, which means I'm bending over. They're below me, my level kind of thing, so it makes it very awkward and tiresome and whatever. But yeah, it's finished at last, so now we're onto the platform over there for the walls.